This is TWiT.
Do you remember a couple of years ago, maybe 10 years ago or so, when one of the trends was the idea of the curated web? And like we had sites like the long departed, that's still around, but Dig and other stuff like that, where the idea was that there's all this great content out there and you can follow people and get recommendations and things like that. That idea I always thought was really great, because the idea of the social network, I hate to use the term, but the social web and people who you trust and people who you can influence, giving you recommendations and ways to discover things, because there's so many things out there. And now more than ever, there's so many different types of media, whether it's TV shows and books and movies and all this fun stuff out there, and no one's really grabbing onto this idea of curating. And now there's an app called Curated, which does just that. Basically, it's a platform where you can recommend things and you can tag them and you can follow other people and see what they're recommending, and you can save them to your list of things that you might want to check out, or you can recommend them to other people. So, Jason, if you want to hit that action button down at the bottom, you can recommend a book, a TV show, a movie, video, podcast link. Let's recommend a podcast. So you can go and you type in All About Android.
Of course. Just a random out of the air podcast here.
Just a random one.
Yeah. Okay. All right, All About Android. Do a search and
there we are. So there we got both the audio and the video versions. Let's recommend the audio version.
Yeah.
And so from here, what you can recommend a specific episode.
The Slotch was a pretty good episode. We'll go with the Slotch.
Yeah. There you go.
All right.
All right, so now it gives you links to go listen to on Pocket Cast or Spotify. Pretty cool. So you hit that button, hit that action button there. Right.
Save.
So now you can either save it to your list, which is kind of like a bookmarking platform, or you can curate it. So curate it. And what it can do is now you can write a review. You can say, my favorite podcast keeps me informed, blah, blah, blah.
About the best podcast about dogs.
Wow. All right. There it is. And you can tag it. So you can type in, you start typing Android, let's say, for that.
Android.
Right? There it is.
There it is. Okay.
So cool. And now curate.
All
and
right.
so now if someone follows you that you're curated, so tap to see your post will now be available, and you can see that they've done that. So now with me as my user, so Jason, why don't you go to Discover?
Discover. Okay.
Right? And go search for users and search for Ron XO.
Ron XO, random guy on the internet. Okay.
Yeah. All right, and so there I've curated one thing, The Expanse, and so you can do that, and or actually go back. I'm sorry. Okay. Tap on one curation.
Here, I'll follow you.
Oh, thank you so
okay,
much.
So one curation.
So now if you go back to the feed, oh well, there it is. You can see I said The Expanse, one of the best sci-fi shows around. But if you go back to the feed. Now, go back to your feed and refresh it. You should see there it is right there. See, I said one of the best sci-fi shows around, tagged at sci-fi and all that stuff. And so now you can tap to curate it or add to your list, or you can leave a comment about it. It seems to be a cool curation app that allows you to recommend media and have conversations about it. The design is really good, as you can see here. I'm really impressed by the cleanliness of the design, as well as the integration with things like video and other things like that. If this can take off, it's early, but if this whole platform will be dependent on who's on it and who you trust. And so if I start actively using it, and all you folks who are listening to All About Android follow me, and you'll get my recommendations, then it becomes a valuable tool. I don't know if it's there yet, but it's got to start somewhere. And I think this is a good starting point for this sort of functionality, this sort of app. So it's called Curated. It's free in the Google Play Store. It's unreleased as they do that. So they're looking for feedback. They're looking for people to give them kind of comments on how well the app works and things like that. So I say check it out. Follow Jason. Follow me on it. I'm not going to promise either of us are going to keep on using it, but I'm going to play with it. I'm going to try to use it for the next couple of weeks and see what comes of it. So
the Expanse I have not watched. Should I?
Yeah, I'm currently in season 2. We're watching an episode a night. I'm like, it's really, really good. I can't wait to go home and watch it tonight.
Cool.
And continue the story.
This is the app I needed. to realize that I actually need to watch The Expanse.
Yeah. No, you go. You absolutely do.
Cool. Okay, I will. Curated is the name of the app, and that is free.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. So check it out.
Very nice. I like it. Now everybody's going, oh my God, watch Expanse.
Yeah, it's really good, Jason.
I mean,
you're
you
really
know what?
missing out.
No, this feels like years ago when everybody was talking about Battlestar Galactica, and I finally, after like a few years, was like, oh, so should I watch that? And everyone was like, are you kidding me? You haven't watched it yet? And it turned out to be such a great show.
But this one's still on.
Well, yeah, see? I'm just out of touch.
No.
I'm out of it's okay.
I haven't seen The Expanse either. Don't worry about it.
Okay. Well, let's make a pact.
Just put it on your list.
I got you, brother.
Put it on your list.
All right.